Want to speak real Hebrew from your first lesson? Sign up for your free lifetime account at HebrewPod101.com.
In this series, you'll master Hebrew pronunciation. Proper pronunciation is essential in Hebrew, and in this series, you'll learn it in a fast, comprehensive, and easy way. In this first lesson, you'll learn about the building blocks of the Hebrew pronunciation system that will help you in future lessons. The Hebrew alphabet consists of 22 letters, all of which are consonants. A few of these consonants, however, can act like vowels. But be careful not to fall into a very common trap. As you're learning to speak correctly, you shouldn't concern yourself with all the letters. That's right, forget them. You care about the sounds of Hebrew, and here they are. There are 19 consonant sounds and 5 vowel sounds. Each symbol that you see here represents a single sound determined by the IPA, which is a standardized way to represent sounds without the baggage that often comes with traditional letters. By using all of these sounds, you can form every single word in Hebrew. Still seem complicated? Well, how about this? Of the 19 consonant sounds in Hebrew, you already know 16 of the original sounds. That's right. If you're a native English speaker, then you already make these sounds every day. You can also ignore all of the vowel sounds for the same reason. The only thing standing between you and perfect Hebrew pronunciation is 3 new consonant sounds. You can handle that. Now let me introduce Yara, who will be helping you to master these new sounds.
שלום, אני יערה.
Yara will be giving you native pronunciation examples to imitate, but for this first lesson, just sit back and listen to the unique sounds of Hebrew.
רע, צבע, אוכל.
In the next lesson, we'll look at the top 5 pronunciation mistakes Hebrew learners make. You'll want to make sure not to fall into these common traps. After that, we'll begin going through the vowels and consonants of Hebrew. This is your chance to learn how to correctly say all of the words you just heard. We'll finish up the series by covering some special topics that will really make your Hebrew sound natural. To close this lesson, here's a question for you. Why is it important to spend time on learning proper pronunciation, even if you're already an advanced speaker? The answer, you will be understood, and this will help you build more confidence as you communicate in Hebrew. For beginners, you're creating a strong foundation to build on. And for more advanced students, this is your chance to improve your accent and lose any bad habits you may have picked up. In this lesson, you'll learn the top 5 Hebrew pronunciation mistakes to avoid. These are common mistakes that students of Hebrew tend to make. So pay close attention and make sure that you don't make these same mistakes too. Are you ready? Then let's get started. You will recognize the schwa vowel by the 2 vertical dots underneath the consonant. In Hebrew, many words contain a schwa vowel. There are 3 different kinds of schwa vowels. The first kind is a short E-like sound.
ל,
The second is a full stop on the consonant it's underneath.
להתלבש.
And the third is a move to the next consonant without a vowel.
פתוחה.
The resulting combination of consonants often feels unnatural to learners of Hebrew.
כביסה.
Instead of properly combining these letters, new speakers often put a short vowel between the 2. In order to correct this problem, Hebrew students should practice these special letter combinations. Listen to the examples.
גדולה. קטנה. זמן.
Number 2. The Hebrew letter resh. This is a problematic letter for learners of Hebrew, particularly for English speakers, because this R sound does not exist in English. The Hebrew R sound is similar to the German or French R. Unlike the English R, which is pronounced with the tip of the tongue at the front of the mouth, the Hebrew R is pronounced using the back of the tongue with a slight roll. You can think of it like gargling air at the back of your throat. Listen to the following examples.
קר. ראשון. הורים.
We'll teach you how to pronounce this sound in Lesson 6. Number 3. Misplacing stress. A common mistake for new speakers of Hebrew is the misplacement of stress. In the beginning, most foreign speakers model their stress patterns after their native language. Correcting this is very easy because most Hebrew words are stressed on the last syllable. Pay attention to the stress pattern in the following Hebrew words.
בגדים. ילדה. ללמוד.
When words aren't stressed on the last syllable, They are part of a very specific group of words, all containing a similar stress pattern.
מדברת, ספר, תפוח,
We'll teach you how to speak Hebrew with the correct stress in Lesson 8. Number 4. Foreign words in Hebrew. When you see a word you recognize from your own language in Hebrew, your first instinct is to pronounce it like it is in your own language. However, many foreign words in Hebrew have been modified to have different stress patterns. They may even use different sounds altogether. Pay attention to how native speakers pronounce these words, and you'll learn them quickly. Listen to Yada.
אוניברסיטה, טלוויזיה, סנדוויץ',
Number 5. While this letter is usually difficult for foreign speakers to pronounce correctly in the beginning, it is also one that many people perfect with a good amount of practice. This is a guttural H, pronounced at the back of the throat. It has a bad reputation because it sounds as though you're bringing up phlegm from your throat. It's possible that non-native speakers are afraid to make this sound, and this is why it has become known as a difficult Hebrew letter to pronounce. There's no need to be afraid of this letter, because this sound is part of what gives Hebrew its uniqueness. Listen and repeat alongside Yada.
חדר, חברה, בחר, נוח,
Practice often, and you'll be sure to master this elusive sound in no time. Now you know the top 5 Hebrew pronunciation mistakes to avoid. In this lesson, you'll learn all 5 Hebrew vowel sounds.
א, א, אי, או, או.
By learning all of these sounds, you'll be able to pronounce any vowel that could possibly appear in Hebrew. Are you ready? Then let's get started. The first vowel sound is
א, גם, פח, דג,
This vowel sound is very similar to the A in far.
א, 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 א.
The next vowel sound is
א, של, כן, כהה,
It's very similar to the E in the word education.
א, 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 א.
The next vowel sound is
אי, מיסים, אימון, תינוק,
This is identical to the I in ski.
אי, 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 אי.
The next vowel sound is
או, שלום, נוער, חלום,
It's very similar to the O sound in the word or.
או, 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 או.
The last vowel sound for this lesson is
הוא, תמונה, אדומה, מדורה,
This is identical to the U in the word rule.
הוא, 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 הוא.
Want to get cheat sheets, audiobooks, lessons, apps, and much more every month for free? Just click the link in the description to get your free language gifts of the month.
In this lesson, you'll learn the basics of Hebrew pronunciation. Pronunciation refers to the manner in which a word is spoken, so don't focus on reading what's on screen. Instead, focus on listening and repeating. In Hebrew, there are only 22 letters of the alphabet, and technically they're all consonants.
There are also vowel sounds which are shown by the dot system called nikud.
Many of the sounds are similar to English, like b, v, sh, s, and t.
B, v, sh, s, t.
But there are a few sounds you may not recognize at first.
Like ch, ts.
In Hebrew, words are stressed differently than in English. Stress is usually on the last syllable of the word.
Avoda, motzetz, mitlabesh.
But in some cases, the stress is on the second to last syllable of the word.
לקוח, נוסע, מתלבשת.
Letters produce consonant sounds. These sounds are combined with vowel sounds indicated by the nikud. Vowel sounds you find in Hebrew are all found in English as well.
A, E, I, O, U.
There are different notations for these vowels, but in most cases, the basic vowel sound stays the same. The pattern of the word and the placement of the vowel determines which vowel symbol will be used.
For example, the word for language, lashon, and the word for crisis, mashber, both have a vowels after the first letter. But because of the way the word is constructed, the vowels are notated differently.
Some letters have two sounds, depending on if there's a stress on the consonant or not.
Bet is both b and v. Kaf is both k and ch. Pei is both p and f.
There is also one other letter that changes sound according to the dot above it.
That's shin and sin. It makes the sh sound when the dot is on the right, and the s sound when the dot is on the left.
The most daunting group of letters are the guttural letters.
A, h, ch, a, r.
3 of these letters are pronounced deep in the throat. These may feel unusual at first, but are fun to say once you get the hang of them.
Ein, chet, resh.
Most of the sounds in Hebrew are already sounds you use in English. That means that if you were to simply imitate a Hebrew speaker, your pronunciation would be correct a lot of the time. For example, listen and repeat after Edith.
Rakevet, rakevet.
Chances are your pronunciation was pretty spot on. The K, V, and T sounds are practically identical to English. It's only the R that's a little different. Focus on this first letter. It's often written as an R, but don't be fooled. This letter is pronounced differently than an English R. It's pronounced at the back of the throat instead of forward in the mouth. Listen to Edith say this letter.
R, r.
It's actually closer to the German or French R, but without the roll. Nearly all sounds in Hebrew are identical to English, like the K, V, and T sounds in this example. Since you already know how to pronounce most of these sounds, we only need to pay attention to the handful of sounds that are completely new to you. They're the ones we need to look out for. In the previous lesson, we taught you how to say thank you in Hebrew. Do you remember what it was? It's
Toda.
well done. Let's wrap up this lesson by recapping what we've learned. In this lesson, you learned that Hebrew has 22 letters, but even more sounds. The extra sounds come from the vowels and the consonants that can represent 2 sounds instead of 1. Many of the sounds in Hebrew are identical to the sounds in English. And there are only a handful of new sounds that you need to learn. We've covered only the basics of Hebrew pronunciation. If you're interested in learning more, check out our Ultimate Guide to Hebrew Pronunciation. In that video series, we teach you how to pronounce every single sound used in Hebrew.
How can you possibly read Hebrew if it doesn't have any vowels? The simple answer to this question is that people who are fluent in Hebrew know which vowels go with different words. For someone who knows any language well, it's really not as hard as it sounds. Try it. Here's a famous quote in English translation, which the vowels removed. Take a minute to read this. Can you figure it out? That which is hateful to you, do not do to your fellow. Was it easier than you thought? Most English speakers don't practice this skill much, but imagine if you did this all the time. In reality, there are a few characters used sometimes to indicate vowel sounds in Hebrew, and even native speakers use them. I'll explain more about this in a later lesson. You now know how native speakers can read Hebrew without vowels. But what about Hebrew learners? There are a couple systems available to help non-native or beginner speakers read Hebrew text. The most common of these is the nikud. Here's an example. תוך מספר שבועות, החנות נסגרה. Do you see these dots and marks? They represent the vowel sounds and are called nikud. We go over this system in more detail in our Hebrew Alphabet Made Easy series. But for now, take comfort that there is help. There is also a number of systems of Roman transliteration. These almost always include vowels to help you read. For example, the sentence above can be read, תוך מספר שבועות, החנות נסגרה. All beginner materials at HebrewPod101.com include this kind of romanization.
10 hardest words to pronounce in Hebrew. So, let's begin. חצוצרה, trumpet. חצוצרה, trumpet. הייתי רוצה לנגן בחצוצרה. I would like to play the trumpet. לצחצח, to brush. חשוב מאוד לצחצח שיניים פעמיים ביום. It is very important to brush your teeth twice a day. Ding. צריכים, must, need. צריכים, must. צריכים is the word must, but in the plural masculine version of this word. הם צריכים, they must, they need. For example, הם צריכים לעזוב את המסיבה מוקדם. They must leave the party early. They must or they need to, or they have to. חתיכה, piece. חתיכה, piece. It's not like these are not tongue twisters, it's for people who can't pronounce ח. אפשר לקבל חתיכת עוגה בבקשה? Can I have a piece of cake, please? מנצנץ, sparkling. I love this word, מנצנץ, sparkling. Yeah, I love this lesson. These are really fun words. It's fun to say. Try it. Come on. Nice. For example, השרשרת שלי מנצנצת. My necklace is sparkly. It's not really, but just, use your imagination. פעלולים, special effects. פעלולים, but it's more fun saying it fast. פעלולים. So usually like a stuntman will be called פעלולן. Now that I'm saying it over and over again, I'm like, is this a real word? I'm not sure all of a sudden, but it is. Wow. מי היה אחראי על הפעלולים בסרט הזה? Whoa. Who was in charge of the special effects in this movie? שפשוף, rub. This is a noun. The verb will be לשפשף. אם נשפך לכם יין אדום על השטיח, תשפשפו אותו במלח. If you spilled red wine on your carpet, rub it with salt. Someone told me about this method. I did not check it, so I don't really know. לצחקק, to giggle. לצחקק, to giggle. That's a wonderful word. To laugh is לצחוק. So this is like the smaller version of it, לצחקק. And the noun version is צחקוק. צחקוקים, in plural. הם לא הפסיקו לצחקק בזמן שדיברתי. They wouldn't stop giggling while I was talking. How rude. מחצלת, mat. מחצלת, mat. כשאתם הולכים לים, אל תשכחו לקחת מחצלת. When you go to the beach, don't forget to take a mat. שרוכים, shoelaces. שרוכים, shoelaces. באיזה גיל למדתם לקשור את השרוכים? What age did you learn to tie your own shoelaces?